Mercedes chief warns of disarray the Massa case could bring to Formula One. Toto Wolff, the head of Mercedes, explained that the sporting regulations of Formula One are very clear, so he does not believe that Felipe Massa has a strong case to claim the 2008 title. While closely following Felipe Massa's struggle to be recognized as the champion of the 2008 Formula One season with interest, Toto Wolff, the head of Mercedes, admitted that it is a situation that also concerns him from a sporting point of view. In the view of the Austrian, there is a risk that Formula One will descend into disarray if more situations of this kind come to light. Wolff's concern is solely related to the sporting aspect of the situation. When asked once again by the press about the case, the team principal explained that the regulations in the category are clear, and there are other factors that determine the champion at the end of a season. To be frank, I don't think he has a case, Wolff began. We are signing the sporting regulations. They are quite clear, and as a license holder, you commit yourself, he emphasized. If everyone were to bring cases to light, the sport would descend into disarray, especially when it comes to full championships. There are so many things that influence whether you win or lose that I don't see a case, honestly, Toto concluded. The situation changes when considering the civil aspect, emotional distress, for example. This is the precedent that Wolff believes could be opened and also interests Mercedes, but it all seems to be like a soap opera. On the civil side, I don't know, we will evaluate if there is any damage that can be claimed. Perhaps the reputation, they are in a difficult position. But, to me, it's like watching a soap opera, he admitted. Massa also commented on the recent statements that have emerged in the F1 paddock regarding his legal battle and said that the skepticism only shows that we are on the right path and that people in Formula One are realizing the seriousness and importance of our case. As I've always said, I am seeking justice, my childhood dream, a title for an entire nation, for Brazilians. It is a fight entirely mine and my family's, so we have done everything we could to have the best professionals in the world by our side, he concluded. For those who don't remember the case, here are some notes. In early March, Bernie Ecclestone, in an interview with the German site F1 Insider, revealed that he knew about the Crashgate scandal in Singapore in 2008 but chose not to expose the information and considers the Brazilian as the legitimate world champion. At the time, Formula One experienced a result manipulation scandal at the Singapore GP. Brazilian driver Nelson Piquet deliberately crashed his Renault to benefit his teammate Fernando Alonso, who won the race and was not involved in the title fight. Massa was one of the major victims, as he started from pole position and was leading until Piquet's crash. Since Bernie's statement, Felipe has expressed his desire to review the championship's outcome, including considering possible legal action. Back in March, the Brazilian talked about his disappointment upon learning what the former head of Formula One and the FIA knew in 2008 and remained silent about. It's an unacceptable situation that left me sad to learn that the head of Formula One and the head of the FIA knew in 2008 and remained silent. This is very serious and unacceptable for F1, Massa said. The Crashgate scandal was revealed in 2009, shortly after Piquet was fired by Renault. Both Flavio Briatore, the team principal, and Pat Simons, the engineering director, were banned from Formula One but eventually had the decision reversed in a French court and agreed to stay away from the championship. Piquet never raced in the category again. At the time, Felipe had voiced calls for the Singapore GP's result to be annulled, but the FIA statutes made that option impossible. As per the International Sporting Code, the championship's decision could not be altered after the FIA's award ceremony. The FIA's investigation also did not find evidence that Alonso and most of the Renault team knew about the deliberate crash plan and assisted in its execution. The organization believed that it would be unfair to change the result. But now, everything could be possible, and soon we will see what will be decided in court. And we will be here to bring you the outcome.